welcome to Clean Coder YouTube channel. If you are new to this channel, I'll highly recommend you to subscribe to my channel as I make content related to software engineering, system design, and data structures and algorithms. Hi guys, today we are going to study these errors. So previously we have already seen the basics of exception handling and the exception hierarchy, and we have seen the checkered exceptions and uncheckered exceptions. So right now we are at the part 5 of this exception handling series. So we'll be studying what errors are, especially in the context of Java, and various errors which can occur in JVM. So let's get started. Okay, so let me move this to left a bit. So let's go to the first point. Errors represent usually irrecoverable conditions like a library incompatibility, an infinite recursion, or memory leaks. So we can't recover from them. These are the conditions like those. So it falls under irrecoverable category, we can say. So let's move to the second point now. So they don't extend the runtime exception. Okay, they are also unchecked. They don't extend this runtime exception class, and they are also unchecked. Okay, so we have already seen that the unchecked exceptions extend the runtime exception. So this is a kind of third category. So they don't even extend runtime exception class still, like they are unchecked, right? So yeah, it's third category kind of stuff. So let's move to the third point now. So what it says is it's weird for us to instantiate or extend errors. So this is the third point. It's weird for us to instantiate or extend errors. So the fourth point is errors are usually propagated all the way up. Okay. So let's say there are some method calls M1 called M2 called M3, and inside M3 we got an error. Okay, so we should not try to catch it or like throw to the caller. These are meant to be directly propagated up. Okay, the propagation should happen to the top and it should go to the JVM, not to the caller or like the methods above in the hierarchy. So errors are usually propagated all the way up. This is signifying this point. Okay, so let's go through some of the errors which are really common. Like I'm sure, like if you have studied recursion, you have must encountered this stack overflow error. This usually happens when we put the base conditions incorrectly, and the recursion goes indefinitely. So this is that condition, and we can also have an out of memory error. Like if you allocate an array that's too huge, then we might get this error, out of memory error. Okay, so these are some of the errors I wanted to talk about. So let's move to the next slide now. Okay, so let's check out the official documentation also, since not much content on errors is available, and like since it's not handled also generally by the application developer or programmer, so I thought like it would be good if we directly refer the official documentation. So as we have already said, like this error is directly extends the throwable class. Okay, so it implements the serializable, so stack trace and all will be available for this. So different known subclasses which are like the subclasses of this error parent class, these are the subclasses. So these are the errors, I'll say. So let's give it a quick read. So annotation format error, assertion error, this AWTET error, code malfunction error, factory configuration error. Okay, so IO error, linkage error, service configuration error, thread death. Okay, thread death. This is interesting. Transformer factory configuration error and virtual machine error. So these are the errors that are currently documented. So let's read this documentation also. So yeah, we have already seen this error class extends the throwable, and an error is a subclass of throwable that indicates serious problem that a reasonable application should not try to catch. Okay, most such errors are abnormal conditions. That's true. Even exceptions are abnormal conditions, right? So the thread death error, though a normal condition, is also a subclass of error because most applications should not try to catch it. Okay. So a method is not required to declare in its throws clause any subclass of error that might be thrown during the execution of the method, but not code. Okay. So since these errors are abnormal conditions, that should never occur. Okay. That is, error and its subclasses are regarded as unchecked exceptions for the purpose of compile time checking of exceptions. Okay. So I think this is all quite self-explanatory and not much explanation is required. So this is since JDK 1.0 and thread death. Like thread death is a kind of interesting error. I just browsed the web for this, and let me show you some Stack Overflow page which I referred. Okay, so this thread death error is thrown when thread.stop is called. So this thread.stop is right now deprecated and should be avoided. It's unsafe, but like due to this method, this error can be thrown. So you can browse through this description and you can get to know more about this error. So that's all I wanted to talk about regarding errors. If you are enjoying this exception handling series, and if I've been able to add any to your existing knowledge about exception handling in Java, do give this video a thumbs up and do subscribe to my channel. Once again, thanks a lot for watching. Hey guys, do check out this Instagram channel, Team Coder Community, for all the jokes and memes related to software engineering. Thanks a lot.